good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on that first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Bills at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Lance looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On a return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start with...
Now, a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the gun on third down, Lance. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. A 10th carry for Kamara. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get this to the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Steps away. Looking for Aguilar, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. After the sack on first down, Stafford, he sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second and a long way to go. Lance. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Finding room at midfield. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
We know play calls can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Kamara up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Bills will hold on to the lead. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up when they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, that'll be caught. It's Cup. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Lance going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
White. Black apron. Plastic stick. Rope 52.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This will be from 49 yards out. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Stafford. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Stafford. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A final shot before half for Lance.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Stafford.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Henderson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Rolling to his left. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, that's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On first down, Stafford here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a first down carry by Jones to about the 26 here.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Stafford. Man open. Here is Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally just...
And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
You gotta be kidding me. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they work this out past the 25. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for there, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Coming left is Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
Not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get this to about the 38. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Room here to run. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go. Here we go.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ready. Ready.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable for Grant. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. So it's